All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Gunners and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! At their own 22-yard line. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
A first carry now. This is Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Allen will try again on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Allen on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
This is taken at the 18. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Daniels. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Mike 18. Squeeze, double. Watch 18.
On first down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
It's a party now. Hey, 18's the mic. Now let's run. You go tight. You got tight. Go tight. Yeah. Heads, yeah. Pop.
2nd and 15. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things. And a loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the 44, Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go!
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check 15.
Off play action. Daniels. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Me and you all day. All day. Who's your focus? I'm coming after you. Check 26.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hurry up. 18's the mic. You must be drinking. Kill, kill, kill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first and 10, Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
Here we go. 18 for Pittsburgh. And what's the ball? Check. Check. West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here we go. 66, 20, now. 18. You ain't going nowhere. Watch 18.
From the gun, Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
They're running it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And the grab by Croft. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels. Break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Allen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's it, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's go, baby.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The final shot before break. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go right back to Singletary, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
We got 4. We got 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son. Come on.
Back to throw. Daniels. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Pump him. Pump him. Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He finds his target, John Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Slam, slam, slam. Ball trot. 41's coming. 41.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Thomas has got it, complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. His pass caught at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air, Allen forced out to his left, and this will be a touchdown. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. We own it.
Throwing on first down. Daniels finding Knox there, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Singletary. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Even, 4 down, even. 36.
To throw again. Daniels. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Off play action. Daniels under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. A pressure spot now for a guy who's been here before, and that's Stephen Hauschka. This for the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
One universal in football, when it's a kicking situation, all right, you're kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting, you never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the ground, this is Williams. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will score. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's back to throw. 20. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.